Hi, welcome to my project Basa.com. I am going to explain the concept of secure data retrieval for decentralized, disruption-tolerant military networks. Let's say start with abstract. Mobile nodes in military environments such as battlefield or a hostile region are likely to suffer from intermittent network connectivity and frequent partitions. Disruption-tolerant network technologies are becoming successful solutions that allow wireless devices carried by soldiers to communicate with each other and access the confidential information or command reliably by exploiting the external storage nodes. Some of the most challenging issues in this scenario are the enforcement of authorization policies and the policies update for secure data retrieval. Ciphertext policy attribute-based encryption is a promising cryptographic solution to access the control issues. In this paper, we propose a secure data retrieval scheme by using the CPAB for decentralized DTNs where multiple key authorities manage their attributes independently. This data flow diagram shows the overall process of this project. Initially, the sender node will get the secret key from the key authority and compute the secret data. Then it will be encrypted by using the key. For this, it will use the blowfish algorithm. Then the encrypted secret data will be sent to the storage node, and the storage node will receive the encrypted data sent from the sender and store it on the database. At the receiving side, the receiver node will get the secret key from the key authority and send this key value to the storage node to get the data which is sent from the sender. And at the storage node side, the storage node will access the key and check for the valid access control. If it is the valid receiver to receive that content, it will fetch and send the data sent from the sender. Then the data will be decrypted by using the decryption key, and the data will be original data will be viewed by the receiver. Let's see the demo of this project. Initially, here we have four sub projects. One is key authorities, receiver, storage node, and sender. Initially, we have to run a sender side process. So run. If it is a new sender node, we have to register first. So for that, here we have to give the username, that is TRY, and user ID is T1 and the password. Then region name, here we have to choose the region name and the corresponding battalion ID. Then click on register button, it will be registered. Then click on login, here we have to provide the login ID and the password. Click on login button. Then at the storage node, at the server node, we have to choose the file which we have to send to the destination node. Here I am choosing this file and click on next button to encrypt this data. To encrypt this data, here we are using blowfish algorithm. Before that, before we encrypt this data, we should get the key from the trusted authority. So for that, we have to run the key authority to get the key value. So by clicking on get key, the user ID, system address, and corresponding file ID will be fetched here, and click on key request to key authority button. Click on the receive button. The sender ID, sender address is fetched at the key authority side. Click on generate key value and send this. Before send this key value, we have to store it first. Then click on send button and send to the client. Here click on get button. The key is fetched from the key authority, and click on back button. Now click on the encrypt button to encrypt this data. Here this is the encrypted data. Then store it on a specific location. Here I am giving a file file name as file1 and click save button and click on send button to send this encrypted data to the storage node. So here we have to provide the destination region name and the destination ID value. This is the file ID we fetched and the file to send. Here we have to choose the encrypted file. Here file1 is the encrypted data. Click open. Then send this encrypted data to the storage node. For that we have to run the storage node process. Click on receive file button. So by clicking on send data to storage node, this data will be sent to the storage node. So this is the receiver side node data, and click on store button to store this data onto the database. So the data stored successfully, and click on next button. Here we can view the data owner list and file information and the view data of the secret file and the access rights to the particular destination region. Then click on next button. So we next we have to run the destination side process. Here we have to provide the destination login ID. And the password. Click on login button. So here the destination node can view the files which sent from the source, and these are the files sent from the source node. Here if we want to view a particular file, we have to choose that file ID and click on request file button. Then here we have to provide the battalion ID and click on send file request. Here we have to get the corresponding file data from the source node. For that we have to click on the send file request button. At the storage node side we have to receive the request. Here the battalion ID and file ID is fetched from the destination node. Click on the fetch file content. The content is retrieved for the corresponding file ID and send this data to the destination node by clicking on send reply button. Click on receive file button. The file is fetched. The encrypted file is fetched at the receiver node side. Click on save data. So here we have to provide the encrypted data to store. Here I am giving file 2 and click on save button. Next click key request to get the corresponding key value for this file ID, so that we have to run the key authority process. Here the key authority process will provide the key value for the corresponding file ID which is sent from the destination node. So at this destination node side we have to click on send key request button to get the key value for this ID and click on receive. Here the key authority file fetched the file ID and the requester ID. Then click on fetch key value button. This is the corresponding key value for this file ID and send this key value to the destination node. Receive key value. Then click on file encryption. Now the destination node can decrypt the encrypted data which is fetched from the storage node, and click on the received file. Here file 2 is the encrypted data fetched from the storage node, and click on the decrypt button. This is the original data sent by the source node. With this execution is over. Thanks for listening.